Welcome to another episode of Wine After Whines. This is Janay.
This is Najah.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Janay.
Oh, okay. You know how people say, "Hey, girl, hey." Do they get on your nerves? That "Hey, girl, hey."
Let me tell you when it gets on my nerves. It gets on my nerves when
You was about to get caught up. Yes.
so no, it doesn't get on my nerves. You know what I was about to say?
Yeah, I know you was about to say. So just imagine being in a corporate setting, guys, and all you hear is, "Hey, girl, hey," or "Bye, Felicia." Who says that?
The bye, Felicia bothers me.
Yeah.
That bothers me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to take off my bracelet. It was like
it bothers me too because I'm like, you don't even know Felicia. Stop.
Exactly. You don't even know where it came from.
Anywho, so, girl, I know that we always talk about what we did this weekend and everything, and I'll go first. So this weekend, I went and got my baby sister and brother. I don't know, I wouldn't call them babies. My sister's almost 13, and my brother is like 11. So, or 10, something like that. So, I want to pick them up because I wanted them to watch my kids for me. So I could go to boxing class this weekend, and I haven't been out on a date, so I wanted to go on a date with Andrew. So, but let me tell y'all how that ended. It ended tragically. So I went in, okay, we got out too late because I haven't been out since COVID. So I was like, well, let's just try to go like the Punt City Market or something like that to the rooftop or whatever. So we out going or whatever. And so I'm like, he checked the hours and he was like, oh, they close at 12. But I rechecked and it looked like they closed at 9. And we were just leaving out at like 8:30. So then we went to like, we tried to go to Old Lady Gang, but they were closing soon. Then we were trying to go somewhere else, and the wait list was like forever. Girl, we ended up at Sonic getting a slushy.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? At least it was just y'all. But listen, me, like, you know, me and D we've been wanting to go out too. We just do, like, we really felt good. We seriously sat at the bar at Applebee's and had cheap drinks and some spinach dip.
I went to Fridays, but their time was like 45 minutes, and I didn't feel like waiting because they have it like spaced, social distance, so they can only let a certain amount of people in, and the bar was already like at capacity. So I was just like, because that's what that's what we were gonna do, like get like a platter or something and keep it moving. And they had outdoor seating, but those were already like taken or whatever. So it was just like, look,
right.
And we'll just try again later. So we didn't really get to do anything. So I got cute for no reason, but at least I got to like, I was cute.
I was like, cute girl. I was like, oh my God, she didn't even send me no picture. I had to see this on her husband page, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
I don't know why he posted that picture because I wasn't gonna post no pictures, but that's why it's not on my page.
Oh, y'all were so cute.
Anyway, so that's what I did. Oh, and I went to boxing class, of course, and I don't have any arms, any legs, any shoulders, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. All of it hurts. Yep, boxing class is great. For you guys who are in Atlanta, I say it all the time, come check us out and all of that.
I'm gonna try to hit it next week. I couldn't go this week because my in-laws were, well, not really my like mother-in-law, but my sister-in-law and my husband's cousins were in town for one of his other cousins' birthdays. And they were getting a party bus, and we were all supposed to go on a party bus and party and everything. Unfortunately for me, I did not make it. My mother got sick, and she went to the emergency room. She's totally fine now. It was a little bit of a scare, but she is fine. But yeah, I stayed at home with the kids, and I told him to go out. And I was like, yeah, just just going out, go out with your family, y'all have fun. And he was like, all right, well, I guess I will. So he went out for a little while, but then he surprisingly came home early with flowers. I know, it made me feel so good. It was not like a bouquet of flowers, but it was an orchid, and he knows I love those orchids, so he came home with that. And yeah, but he did get a chance to see his cousins. He did not get on the party bus. But yeah, I ended up staying home, and my brother had came over for a little while. We were just a little worried about my mom because she had to be in the emergency room alone, and they kept her overnight for observations, and my dad couldn't stay, so we were worried. But all in all, she's good now. Her blood pressure was sky high, and it caused a lot of issues, but she is good.
Good. What are they asking her to do?
She's not a big medicine person. I think they put her on blood pressure medicine. She's never been on it before. She's never been on really any medicine because she's a pretty healthy woman. Yeah, so she's on that. I think they're gonna put her on. Well, she is on it. I'm sorry, and I think they're just telling her to take it easy.
Yeah,
but ready to like start cooking for Thanksgiving. She's already talking about, I gotta get to the store and get my sweet potatoes and make pie. Lord, mama, sit down.
Tell mama to sit down and kick her feet up and be retired, like retired people do.
She don't know no better. That's our weekend, but no, all in all, I do want to go to boxing class next week, so I'm gonna try to make it next week. I'm super stoked, and I wanted to go this weekend but couldn't. But yeah, that's all y'all on.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be there too. My sitter situation be up and down, so I'll figure it out.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Anyway, girl, I'm gonna jump off of us for a little while, and we're gonna move into the social circle because this is one of the biggest things that's been happening. Girl, VERZUZ. So first of all, I'm confused, but I'm gonna let you do the honors and announce who this next VERZUZ is. I think.
Okay, so if you guys heard me talk about VERZUZ, this Thursday is supposed to be the VERZUZ. And it was supposed to be T.I. versus Jeezy. Now, I love Tip. Jeezy, I like Jeezy, but I love Tip. So I was like, okay, ready for this VERZUZ, ready to get this thing popping. It's gonna be at the election stuff, blah blah blah, which is still not over. But now, so all of a sudden I see something. First of all, I heard it on the radio. When I went to Sonic. So on the radio, stop. So I went to Sonic. When we went to Sonic, I heard them say on the radio that Tip posted something that said if he wasn't doing the VERZUZ no more, it was gonna be Jeezy versus Gucci Mane. So I was like,
what?
Basically, stop the press. So I went on. So I'm like, I'm going on media, going on IG, like what? And so I'm looking, and I saw that Tip did post. He said, "This is the real VERZUZ that the people want." And so I was like, okay. But Tip put it up, so I was like, well, let me go on VERZUZ and let me check the VERZUZ page. VERZUZ had it up. And then,
so after VERZUZ I didn't see VERZUZ first. I saw, and I didn't see T.I.'s. Who sent it to me? D sent it to me off of some hip hop. It might have been, I don't know. He sent it to me off of some hip hop page you follow, and I'm like, whatever. But then of course, I did my research, and I was like, hold up. But see, as soon as I went, VERZUZ had put it up. Literally, it was 1 minute ago, and I was like, oh snap, it's real. And then I went to Jeezy page. He had it. No, I went to Gucci page. He had it up. I don't think Jeezy had it up yet.
I never saw it on Gucci page.
Yeah, that's who page I saw it on. So I was looking at it, and when I saw it, I was like, first thing that crossed my mind, Janay, was When did they squash their beef?
I'm not sure because didn't he try to put a hit out on him or something?
I thought it was a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I'm like, when did they squash this? Because we've been real civilized on these on verses, period. I was worried.
Yeah.
I was worried.
And so they took it down, but it looks like they actually put it back up.
So they did put it back up.
Yeah. As of today, they put it back up. So that was the point we was getting at, because they removed it from the Versus page. Yes. And I was like, okay, did they get in some more beef? Did they not finalize their contract with the Versus? Like, what happened? But they finally put it back up. It's set to be on November 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern. So for those of you who are not from the South or who don't really know about Gucci Mane and Jeezy, like, they have a long-standing beef.
Yes.
We'll see what happens.
Because I'm looking, and that's what I did. I saw it on Timberland's page first before I saw it on Versus. That's what I saw. Oh my God, girl, I don't know. I just, like I said, all I want to know is, when did they squash the beef? I didn't even know. I didn't even know.
Like Brandy and Monica's Versus. This was gonna be like uncomfortable.
But dudes handle stuff different to me.
Right? Maybe they'll come on there and dap each other up, and then be like, that's the only good I be having in my head.
Everybody had that one. But I'm so looking forward to it, Janay. So I am a little geek. So yeah, that's my little hood side coming out. That's my little hood side coming out. So I'm like, okay.
I'm hyped for it. I don't even care who it is at this point. I just be like, I feel like I'm at a free concert. Ooh, we should do a Versus at my house.
A Versus party?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down. I'm there. I'm there with my wooden spoon. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk through that later. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
It'll be so cool if it's some on our birthday weekend or something.
I know.
Girl, that would be hype.
I don't think it will be, but if it will be, we should host it. But if not, we should do the Versus.
Yes, I like this. You be thinking this stuff.
I be thinking this stuff, you know. Yeah. Or whatever. So, okay, switching gears a little bit. So cities are starting to shut back down. I think you could rewind the tape, go back to the last podcast, because I think I said it on there, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I said it somewhere else. But I was saying that I wasn't really confident that that we was gonna be just, when Biden got in office, I feel like he's gonna come in office and he's gonna regulate, and he's gonna be like, look, yeah, like, we do not have COVID under control. Cases are still rising. People are still dying. We're gonna have to figure something out. And I feel like he's gonna be really aggressive and really start shutting cities down or states down. But the thing is, I don't know how he's gonna, because it's up to our local government, right? So it's up to,
right,
unless he overrules them, and maybe he will, right? He can do that, right?
I don't know, because at first Trump was upset with Kemp, Governor Kemp. Well, who, if y'all don't know, Governor Kemp is our governor here in Georgia, for opening us back up. Did he open us up and they were looking crazy?
Well, I think Trump said something like, hey, well, I told him I did not recommend them to do that, but he felt like he could, so we'll do it.
Yeah, that was my point I was getting at. Was like, I know he had said some little, he ain't got no filter, but he had said something slick about him, but then he said, I trust each and every governor to
their judgment,
their judgment. So, but I don't know if he can overrule them, like you said.
I think so.
I mean, they're the president, whoever's in office.
Right. I mean, of course he got to get it approved through whatever, but I think he can do that. But long story short, I know Chicago is shutting down. Somebody told me New York and London was actually doing something too. So
London.
yeah, I have to do some more research, but I'm like, look, I don't know what's about to happen. Y'all just make sure y'all just
stock up again.
Yeah, I
My
don't
family, yeah, my family in Flint, Michigan, they said that they think they're about to be shut down again.
Atlanta never really closed, and I'm just gonna be honest with you.
We never closed. They had a curfew that I don't feel like it was enforced. I don't feel like I don't know. I don't know how you feel, but
No, I feel like we never really closed. Everybody, it's a running joke at this point. It's like Atlanta never closed. We were still out. They
we
were doing
were.
everything. Having Freaknik in the parking lot. Like, who knows? I don't know. They were doing everything. So
We
I
were.
don't take nothing serious.
At this point, it's like,
Right. And speaking,
so
I was just gonna say, speaking of COVID, Jeremiah, the singer,
he
he
has
has
it.
COVID, and I think he's not doing very well with it. I think he just became responsive not too long ago today.
50 Cent posted something saying that he's doing a little better. He is responsive. I'm just praying that he does continue to stay responsive. This ain't no joke, y'all. This ain't no joke. A lot of people are people take it differently. Some people bodies are different. I don't know if he had like a pre-existing condition that we didn't know about, asthma, diabetes, something like that. But it's sad because I haven't too long saw him in the concert and I'm like, oh, you got it. So
Yeah, and as y'all know, my husband had COVID too. It's like, so it hit close to home. It's real, number one. It's definitely real. I can say that, there's a lot of conspiracy theories about it probably not being real and this and this and that. There's something out there. It's just, these people are getting something and some of these people are dying. I don't know if numbers are exaggerated or whatever those case may be, but it is real. It's just like, I was talking to Troop after boxing class. We were talking about how he read or saw or something somewhere where somebody was like, well, how do you become immune to it if you're not exposed to it? Kind of like how back in the day you would get chicken pox or whatever, and they would make you get chicken pox so you could just not get it no more.
right.
It's like, okay, so like, I don't know. It's like, but they keep us sheltered in place. So now our immune system is a little bit more, not compromised, but it's like, if you're not, how that people say, let the kids have germs, or some germs are good germs because it helps build your immune system. It's kind of like that. Like, I'm kind of like, okay, so I don't know. It's like almost like we're being programmed without being programmed. It's weird. It's weird.
Yes, no, I totally get it. I guess it's kind of the whole flu thing too. Supposedly when you were getting the flu shot, it's giving you the flu. That's why some people were getting sick from what they said. I don't know. I've never taken a flu shot. I don't plan on taking one. Y'all can have that mess.
I've never taken a flu shot, and my kids never had flu shots, but they've also never had flu.
Yeah, neither of mine. Neither of mine. I had the flu when I was in 5th grade.
I might have had it when I was like in 3rd grade, something like that, 4th grade, but ever since then I haven't had it.
I'm a whole 32. Don't tell nobody, y'all.
Dang, she gotta put my age out there.
I didn't say she was the same age as me. She could have been 2 years younger than me.
I am. I will be.
You just gave yourself away, and I knew it was gonna happen.
Okay, fine. So I'm moving right along.
Moving along.
What we got on this relationship corner, girl?
Relationship corner. All right, guys. This is a question that's out there. Most people do ask this. And let's see if you guys feel the same. Could you be in a serious, all caps, relationship with someone who has different political or religious beliefs? That's how I would say. Janay, I'm gonna let you start off.
Okay. I First of all, I want to preface this by saying that stop. You always think I'm about to say something crazy. I want to preface this by saying that I feel like these are conversations that you must have with with your person of interest before y'all decide to get in a deep relationship. I'm not saying this a first, second, third date type of conversation, but you do want to make sure that you are having the conversation so you can decide on whether you want to move forward or not with this person. So now that I got that out of the way, I do want to say that I do not think that I could be with somebody with a different political or religious view. Maybe I could deal with a different political view, but I don't know if I can deal with a different religious view, especially if it's like two like totally different extremes. I feel like I want you to believe what I believe in, because not saying that I'm right. I hope I am, but
Right.
but the thing is, I honestly feel like in any relationship, you have to have something that brings you together and holds you and makes you solid. And sometimes I know that in my relationship early on, especially when me and Drew didn't know what else to do, when we were having financial difficulties, when we were having difficulties just with each other, learning how to communicate better, learning how to just be married. Marriage is hard. I mean, marriage is not a cakewalk and whatever. We talk about that plenty of times. But I think what kept us sane and together is the fact that we believed in the same higher power and we believed in God, and we could say, if all else fails, let's sit down and let's pray. But if I didn't have nobody to pray with or to go through things with, and they believe how I believed, I don't think we would be able to make it on the other side together, for me. Especially if I'm like, okay, well, money's tight or bills is due and we ain't got it, and we sit up here just all we doing is yelling and arguing and fussing and cussing, and then there's no resolve. I just don't think we would have made it. So that's the answer to that question for me.
No, I agree. I agree. And then at the same time, I can disagree just a little. Not really disagree. I'm going to say, so for me, religious is more the most important, more so than the political. Because I currently, not like I'm going through it, but it's more so my husband reads a heck of a lot. He reads a whole lot. He researches a whole lot. So he questions things more than I do. So we definitely we have a lot of the same beliefs, and he's expanding his mind. He's expanding a lot of things. So everything we don't see eye to eye on. But we definitely believe in prayer, definitely believe in a higher power. So that we can definitely connect on. No, like I said, it's nothing major for us. Like, it's not like, oh, he's a Muslim and I'm a Christian. Not that. Not I couldn't do that. I don't know if I could do that. I do know people personally who had, but so I don't think I could do that. I think the fact that both of us are so, like, we're both very open-minded. Let's put it that way. Both very open-minded people when it comes to a lot of things. Political, the same way. Very open-minded. We're not stuck in one box. That's one thing we're not. And that's how we see eye to eye on things. He might know something before I know it. I might know something before he know it. But when we come together, we talk. So we can come together and come to an agreement and come to a middle ground on a lot of things. That for a lot of people is very, 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 very hard. A lot of people could probably not do what we do. But, and then he has a very, very strong Christian mother. Very, 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 very deep into it. More so than my parents are. She's very Christian-like. So I mean, you know, and he does not think the same way she do. So it is a little back and forth with them, but they still love each other and they still respect each other.
At the end of the day, it's about respect. I think when you also like, when you have kids involved, you have to make sure that how we're raising our kids. Are we having our kids pray? Are we having our kids not pray? Are we having our kids know about God or religion, or are we letting them find their own way? I think you just have to like be mindful when you're with somebody and before y'all have kids, so you know like how we raising these kids. Like, are they gonna be this or that or whatever? I mean, I would never try to shove something down my kid's throat without giving them a why, or at least explaining my point of view. And I think a lot of us grew up with just, this is the way my grandma did it, this is the way my mama did it, this is the way my aunties did it, and then we follow that suit. I'm not trying to make this about religion or anything or politics really, but even though the question is about that, but I think it's important I have my own experiences, so that's why I believe the way I believe. It's not because I think it's important for you to know why you believe what you believe at the end of the day. So it shouldn't be about, oh, I only think this way because my mama and my grandma and my grandma and all of them people thought that way. You have to think the way that you think because you have a personal relationship or a personal experience that you can go back and reference, and you will know without a shadow of doubt that this is why I do this and this is why I say this, and you know, and can't nobody shake you from it. You know,
and that's very, very, very important, because I know I definitely have my personal experiences with God, and I am definitely a prayer. Like I'm 100% pray, but I also love to meditate. which I'm still not good at that. Like my mind can never be clear. But yeah, I'm very much so into that, and like you said, raising the kids on how to believe and how to pray and everything. So, but yeah, I mean, I think it takes for a strong person if it's like a total different religion. Like I said, I do personally know some people. I knew a Jehovah Witness and I knew a Baptist who were married. I don't know how they did that.
Are they still married?
As of recently, they are separated, but this is recent. Like, and that wasn't the reason they separated at all. So I'm still trying to figure out how they did that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I watched 90 Day Fiance, and they are always with somebody that's of a different religion, and it's always just trying to adjust and adapt and trying to like go do it the other person's way and try to find a compromise. To me, it's just too much. Like, I mean, I love you and stuff, but that's a lot. Like,
friendship, you can do it, but because I know friendships you can do it, but relationships is this person that you're going to be with forever. I don't know. I can't go that deep into it. Like you say, you go into a relationship with a mind frame. Me and my husband went into our relationship with the same exact mind frame when it came to religion and political views. As we grew, our minds grew. So, and our questions grew, and a lot of things grew. So that's how we flourished into what we are. But it's nothing like I said, it's nothing crazy or nothing serious like that, but we've been together. So that's what we grew together. But some people come in it two totally different,
Yeah.
and don't want to get rid of it.
So what would you have done had your husband voted for Kanye?
If my husband would have voted for Kanye, first of all, I don't know why you asked me that question. But if he would have voted for Kanye, I'd have been like, I mean, you gotta give me some answers. I just want to know. I'm not saying Kanye is a bad person.
His music, and he thought, maybe he could like rock out the White House.
I would probably think my husband was on something if he did that, because I know him and he's probably like, and he actually do like Kanye's music.
I do too.
If he would have gave me that answer, I'd have been like, boy.
If Drew had came home and told me he voted for Kanye, I'd probably just be like, okay.
Talk about this.
Yeah, let's elaborate. We need to figure it out. I'm not quite sure why.
First of all, that's something my husband would do. He'd be like, I just want to let you know I did vote for Kanye. He would definitely come home and say something like that. And he would wait for a while until you tell me, no, I didn't do that.
Yeah. I used to be like, look, bruh, I don't think I would divorce him or anything like that. I'll just be like, I'm just confused. But now I really want to, can we go through some therapy just to see, just to make sure we're all okay? That's all. Just checks and balances,
Yes.
But yeah, so that's all I got to say about that. Just make sure y'all, if you're going to be serious about it, about your relationship, make sure y'all have all those boxes checked. So for our wine of the wine tip of the week, it is ask for help. Because sometimes we find ourselves in situations where our pride would kind of get in the way, where we feel like we don't want to reach out and ask for help. If you need it, ask. There's no shame. You can either you work smarter, not harder. At the end of the day, and if you like, for example, I needed help with something earlier involving like some wine after wines behind the scenes stuff, and then I was like, okay, well, I don't want to like bother nobody. I may figure it out by myself type person, and if I can't figure it out, then I'll drag my feet and ask somebody for help. But yeah, ask for help. That's all.
I agree.
If you should ask,
I'm gonna need to take that advice too. Sometimes myself. Sometimes I don't like to ask for help. I ain't gonna even lie. I ask certain people for help. Like, listen. But if it was a financial thing, I definitely would drag my feet. It's hard to ask for like a financial thing. Like that one would, like, even when we were like super struggling when we were younger, it was hard. That was a hard thing, but
you have to be real humble, no pride, to ask somebody for some to borrow something. Some people don't care. Some people will borrow you all day long.
I wish they would just drag their feet too. I ain't gonna talk about that.
I'm just saying.
I don't take this advice. Y'all don't take this advice, okay? And you know who you are.
Right. Some of y'all don't need to take this advice, but some of you can. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay, so this is normally where I do my my honest moment.
I got something for you.
What?
No, go ahead, do your honest moment. Do your spiel.
I look, Linda, listen. I don't know that I have an honest moment today. I don't know that I have one.
I really don't have a knowledge of Najah, but I thought of something. And we can combine this. I'm gonna have a Janay Najah moment / a little knowledge with Najah.
Bring it on.
This is about marriage.
Uh-oh.
Listen, and only because I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Dude, if you gotta cheat, if you have to cheat, dude, first of all, don't y'all need to be married. Reason, okay, so I'm gonna go a little deeper.
Okay.
I just know people who are out there who are married and who are cheating on their spouse. Like, and it's not okay. Y'all just let's just.
Who you done caught outside cheating?
Yeah, we can't.
Did you say something?
No, I've never said nothing. I've never personally said nothing. I know my husband's not a fan of stuff like this either. But me personally, I've never said nothing to these people. I like both of the people, but I just want them to stop cheating on each other. Like, they cheat on each other.
On each other? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe they know that they cheat on each other.
Yeah, and they don't like it. So when one do it, somebody, they go do it, another person go do it. 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Do they have kids?
Yes. Ask me another question about the kids.
Is it their kids?
That's why y'all just need to stop. I'm not trying to be messy. Okay, listen. Let's clear this out. I'm not trying to be messy.
Messy Mondays. Go ahead.
Right. I ain't trying to be messy, but I'm just like, I just don't agree with it. Like, even like, if you knew you was like into other people before you got on that one knee, or you said yes to the person who got on the one knee, make sure this is the person you want to be with sexually. Because I think that's all it is. It's a sexual thing.
Look, how can people improve their sex life?
I mean, there's so much stuff. There's internet that'll tell you, Janay. I'm not talking about like Google. Listen, there's stores. There's tons of like pure romance parties out there y'all can do.
Really and truly, to be honest, like, sex ain't that hard.
It's not. It's like, why do you have to?
Listen. I don't think it's that hard, but maybe it is. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Okay, there are several things I wanted to say while you were talking. Number one, if I ever saw Ladarian out with a little heifer, best believe I'm not that friend that's gonna be like, I'm just gonna go over here and go eat the rest of my my spinach chip. I'm really gonna be like, hey, Ladarian.
Catch him.
Where's Najah? She in the bathroom?
Girl, that's why he could never do it. He wouldn't even know how to act.
Man, if you my friend, oh, don't let me catch you. Cause I'm walking up. Now, if you just like a little associate or something like that ain't none of my business. I ain't see nothing. I'm gonna go home and we're gonna pillow talk. Me and Drew gonna pillow talk.
Pillow talk. Listen, babe, let me tell you who I saw out. Like, this your boyfriend, like, he was with his thigh. Yeah. You'll be like, what? Say something.
We're gonna talk about y'all, but if you my friend, nah, bro, it ain't going down like that. I'm gonna call your phone, see if you answer. Be like, oh, he ain't picking up. Let me go here and take some pictures, get a good look. Private investigator, all of that. Like, you ain't gonna have me have my friend out here looking crazy. First and foremost. And then secondly, like, when you out here cheating, like,
who watching your kids? Oh, sorry.
That, and then, like, okay, so what if somebody did catch you out? Like, how can you explain that? Like, what are you going to say?
I don't. It's just been heavy, girl. That's what I want to know.
Like, you ain't finna have me out here looking crazy in these streets. We need to establish that we are no longer together. So when somebody come, my thing is this: if you really finna be out here like that, I need to know where you at and what's going on. Because if somebody come back to me and be like, "Oh, I saw such and such in place, and they were doing this," I need to be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I knew he was over there with Linda." If I
Exactly.
don't know he was over there with Linda, then that's a whole problem. You're not gonna have me looking crazy out here.
No, I just be needing to know. I just it's been eating me up, like, cause I've known this, and I'm like why y'all even married?
Yeah, y'all should probably just be single, because the thing, going back to the whole sex thing, like, I is it that your spouse don't have good sex? Is that what it is? Like, I don't really know. Like, I don't understand. I literally don't understand. Maybe because I don't have like a bad sex life, but I don't desire to be out here like that. Now, I can say, like, if I'm not having all my needs met as a woman, not even sexually, but like as in paying attention to me, like making sure I feel like I'm special, I look good, or that you love me, and all that, emotional stuff that girls have. If I feel like those emotional boxes aren't checked, I can see how I can check out and be like, oh, let me look over here, and then focus my attention emotionally on someone, and then the sex might come after that. I can totally see that. But for me,
Tried at home
yeah,
after I
yeah,
tried to fix it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. After all of we've tried and all of that, yeah, I can see me hardening my heart towards you, and then seeking all that other stuff in somebody else, and eventually leading to sex. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
But for me to just be out here like, I'm just gonna give it all up, like, I don't understand.
I don't either, y'all. And I just had me and Janay both came in this without a knowledge with Najah, and she didn't come in with an honest moment because we've had very eventful weekends and weeks. But that one hit me, and I was just like, I'm about to talk about it because it is heavy. It's been on my heart, like these people.
You want me to tell them?
No, Janay.
I think I have a perfect idea.
What's your idea?
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen, bet. Don't tell nobody. So we gonna invite them to the show, right? We just gonna be like, oh, we just wanna know like how married couples like, stay together forever and stuff. And then you're gonna be like, so this really your intervention, sis. He been cheating on you and you been cheating on him, and we all know about it. Everybody, all the Wine After Whines crew, everybody know. So we just want to know what you want to do with it, and we just gonna sit here and be like, talk it out, and we're gonna mute one of their phones so they can't get it all out. Just one person get it all out. And we just switch like that, and we'll be like, look. So we thank y'all for coming on and airing y'all dirty laundry and everything, but we gotta go. And we hope that y'all can get it back together, and we'll give whatever advice we can.
Yo, that would be dope. No, I'm not using these people, but if we had a couple for real, that would be dope. Oh my gosh, y'all.
Y'all send us a couple that's willing to air their dirty laundry. We'll call it a dirty laundry segment, and then
go get some like what is it? DNA? Is it paternity tests to make sure? In the case of 3-year-old Marquand.
You are not. Oh my God. No, we can't. We can't. But look, we can.
She said we can.
Find out if they're willing to come on the show. And we'll just talk to them. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I know they cheating. We just gonna lead them to that. We just gonna, how you just lead somebody to something. We just gonna lead them to that. Just.
Oh my
Do you
God.
have something you want to tell her? And do you have something you want to tell him? And then they both can find out. Now, how close are these people to you? Close enough? Do I know these people?
Uh-uh.
Okay, good, because I'm glad I
But no, you know of them, trust me.
do.
We'll talk.
Because if I seen them at a little get together, little kickback situation, I have my mask on, I'm gonna be like,
Look, them masks kind of doing some good. Like,
right. I'm like, I'm gonna go by Drew with my little cocktail. Be like, look, they're the ones right there.
he gonna be like, which one?
They're the ones over here.
We're so stupid. Y'all.
Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to our show today. We had so much fun with y'all. We love y'all. We really want y'all to have a really great week. We plan to have a really great week as well. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, y'all, we love to engage. Look, leave us comments below on our YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, add us on all social media platforms. It's Wine After Whines. And thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your rest of your week. Be great. Don't cuss nobody out. Smile and be happy.
And be happy. See y'all later. Thank you.
Bye, guys.